Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Wie heißt du?
Ich heiße Nils.
Ich heiße Janika.
Was noch? Okay, wo wohnst du? Ja, 1, 2, 3. Wo wohnst du?
Wir wohnen beide in Mainz.
In Mainz. Und wo ist Mainz? Wo genau ist Mainz? Finden wir das?
Es ist im Westen, Südwesten von Deutschland.
Oh. Okay.
Ja.
Und noch eine Frage? Was könnten wir noch fragen? Wie alt bist du? Okay, wie alt bist du? 1, 2, 3.
Wie alt bist du?
Ich bin 15 Jahre alt.
Ich bin 16 Jahre alt.
Was noch? Ja, wer hat das gesagt?
Wann hast du Geburtstag?
Ich habe am 18. Februar 1999 Geburtstag.
Okay. Kannst du das noch einmal sagen?
18. Februar 1999.
Okay, who got that? Did you get part of it?
Yeah.
What did you get? So what year was he born?
99.
1999.
Shady.
Noch einmal.
18. Februar 1999.
February 18th? Ja, sehr gut.
Ich habe am 23. Oktober 1998 Geburtstag.
Hey, what'd you get?
13th October.
Oh, 23rd of October.
1998.
Ja, sehr gut. Noch Fragen? Oh, das war's. Das war's. Okay.
Yeah, we will tell you something about youth culture in Germany. We will start with what is the youth culture, then we continue with drinking, medium of alcohol, music, driving, media consume, and places we like to go.
Okay, let's start with youth culture. Youth culture is subculture, which is different from the adults culture because it's made from the teenagers or the younger people. It has to be accepted by at least at the most of the teenagers or younger people. Otherwise, it's only a minority and it doesn't count. Mostly only like a standard. Everybody lives his own version of the culture.
Drinking. In Germany, we are allowed to drink beer and wine and things like that with a low percentage of alcohol when we turn 16. When we are 18, we are allowed to drink like everything we want, like all that bad stuff. It's actually a big part of the youth culture in Germany because on parties or just sometimes even if we hang out, we drink alcohol and yeah.
The music in Germany is not that different than the American music because, I don't know why, but we listen more to American or English music than to German music. And we've got some kinds of people who listen to the music. So the majority is like punks, they listen to extreme music, it's like very loud and hard. The most popular music is, most popular genre is hip-hop, pop, rap, and electro music.
Driving. In Germany we are allowed to start our Führerschein, it's like the driving license, when we are 16 and a half years old. When we have finished it and we are 17, we are allowed to drive when our parents sit next to us and just watch what we're doing and stuff. When we are 18 and we have our driving license, we are allowed to drive all alone. And that's just the reason why we use so much the public possibilities to move, like trains, subways, buses, or very popular in Germany is driving bike because it just takes you everywhere.
Okay, now the media consume. In Germany we got a few Gamlas, but I think you got America too, don't you? Okay. When teenagers finish school and go back home, they often just sit down on the couch and watch a TV show or a movie or something like that. YouTube is a very, very famous media platform for teenagers in Germany. Is it in America a thing? Okay. The main messaging app is WhatsApp. It's like just messaging, but you can send like pictures, videos, or voice messages about the internet, and it's much cheaper. I heard you Americans you really use often Twitter and Tumblr, do you? Yeah, in general we don't really use this, we just like Facebook or Instagram, that's the most famous.
Yeah, the places we like to go are, of course, depending on how the weather is or the time in the year. When it's warm, like summer, spring, something, we like to go to parks or rivers because we actually have got the Rhine next to Mainz. That's a place we love to go because, especially at night, it just looks like this and it's really nice there. That's the Volkspark, it's in Mainz too. It's just a nice place to sit anywhere with friends, have fun. But of course we also go like to the houses of a friend or take them to ours. Clubs or bars, of course, if it's late or just cold outside, we like to sit in a bar, drink something maybe, or be in a club and dance and stuff. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for your attention. Any questions left?
Any questions about what they talked about?
Yeah. Mosquitoes? No, I don't think so.
How many pounds or euros do it cost to buy driver's license?
To like at all the lessons, and we've got it split in theory and practice, like learning the laws, how to drive, and just driving. At all, I think it's between, well, it depends on how much you need, how good you are, between 1,000 and 3,000 euros.
Any other questions?
Yes.
You guys play any sports?
Yes, I'm playing American football, like in a club. I've been playing soccer for 6 years in a club. I'm playing tennis, I'm playing golf, and and I'm going to the gym, and many things with friends just when we're hanging out or so.
I do dancing and I play tennis.
Any questions? If not, we'll begin with that.
Yeah, we're going to tell you a bit about our school. Yeah.
Oh, my question was about school, like what your school day is like.
Whiskey? Yeah, basically we've just got, first of all, the Grundschule, which is really like elementary school from 1st to 4th grade. Then we've got to choose, and it also depends on the performance we did in those 4 years. If we can go to the Gymnasium, Realschule, or Hauptschule. This is like the best one, where you learn the most and get the best graduation. And this is something in the middle, as you can see, and this is just the worst.
And you really have to work hard to get in the gymnasium, and there you have to work much harder. Yeah. Elementary school is like, everybody in Germany has to go to elementary school. I think it's in America the same, isn't it? Okay. We are divided in different classes, most of like 4 class, A, B, C, and D, or any numbers, doesn't matter. We stay in the same class the whole time, all 4 years, and you just like I think you have 1 or 2 teachers who teach you everything.
And in the Gymnasium you start with Unterstufe, it's 5th and 6th grade, where you just look how everything goes, and we also call it Orientierungsstufe, so you can orientate and all that. Then section 2 is Mittelstufe, it's 7th till 9th grade. I think it's like middle school, and you've just got from 8 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. whole day school, and you stay in your classroom and the teachers come to you besides of like sports or arts or music, then you go to the rooms which are made for that. And then section 3 is Oberstufe. It's like high school. You get to choose your major subjects and how you want to, what you like and what you're the best in. And there you just go like 5 times a week, and the normal courses you have 2 or 3 times a week. And then you start in Germany to go to the classrooms where your teacher is. And
in the Oberstufe, everybody gets his own timetable, and you have to pick like 3 main subjects. So you have to like, in every other subject you only have two times a week, and you have them like 5 times a week, I think.
got an example here.
Yeah, right now. Right over here, when you got something like this is a free lesson, so you can just leave school and come back to the next lesson if you want to, which you have to. And this is one here, this is not main subject, and you got it like there, and there you got it 5 times. Yeah.
So you have a different schedule every day?
Yeah. Then the grades in elementary school, in the first level of gymnasium, and in the middle school, you have from 1 to 6, and it was like 1 minus, 2 plus, 2 minus, 3 plus, always more and more down, and 1 is the best, 6 is the worst. When you come to Oberstufe, it changes. 15 is the best, and 0 is the worst, and then you don't have these minus and plus anymore. And yeah, you have to be good enough to come in the next class, like from the 10th to the 11th. And if not, you can or have to repeat the class. Yeah, that's it.
Do you have any questions about that? Yeah?
Is your lunch any different than school?
And we got 2 breaks, 20 minutes breaks, and then we got lunch breaks, like 45 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's like we have 2 lessons, then we get 20 minutes break, then another 2 lessons, 20 minutes break, another 2 lessons, lunch break, and then 3 lessons.
But if you're in the Oberstufe, you can just leave school whenever you want to, and so most of the time we eat outside.
If we have lessons.
Yeah. Yeah.
What school are you guys attending?
What?
Like, which school are you guys attending? Like the
Gymnasium.
That's, by the way, our school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How long are the lessons?
45 minutes each.
So right as you come out of your like elementary school, you can like jump ahead to like the beginning thing.
Yeah, that's what we got to choose then, where we want to go, or if we are allowed to go there.
Your elementary teacher says you what would be the best for you, and so you go ahead and say. Yeah.
You say you guys can just leave school at any time?
Yeah, we don't leave school while we have lessons. So only with free
So-
time or breaks.
Are you required to take English?
Yeah. We got.
Yeah. Well, we, as we could choose our major subjects, we also could choose subjects we don't want to have anymore, and we could have haven't English anymore if we take another language as major subject. So that would be a way to get rid of English, but I think nobody does it. And with English since 5th class, so
Then you have to take 5 years of English.
Yeah,
before
we
you
got
drop
5
it.
years English
okay.
and Latin, and when we get to the 7th grade, we can choose between either French or Greek. And when we get to the 10th grade, we can, just repeat one of them, delete one of them. So we only get 3,
Drop them.
2 languages.
some more questions?
Can you tell us about the building?
It was built in the 1970s. Before that, we were, well, I don't was, but the students were in another building which was smaller and less modern. and yeah, just was like developed.
We got 6 levels, and when you get to the Oberstufe, most time you have less than the 6th level. And so you have to go up, and then you break and go down again, and up and down, and it's really hard.
Yeah, that was by the way Carnival in our school. Oh, nee, das war Gangnam Style. Yeah, that was when we made a Gangnam Style video in our school. But Carnival is similar to that because the whole classes which make Abitur, like graduate from gymnasium, make a big party for Carnival, and that's just in general Carnival in Mainz. Like everybody goes on the streets, puts on costumes, and just celebrates.
It's very similar to Halloween, but without sugar and candy.
And it's just funny costumes and not scary.
And when in the year is Carnival celebrated?
It's always about February or March. Next year it will be around the weekend of the 15th of February, I think.
So it has to do with when Easter is, since before Lent starts.
Anything else?
What are some other questions that you wrote down?
Yeah,
Does it snow in Germany? Is there?
Yeah.
sometimes. But not every year, like most.
Yeah, it often gets under 32 degrees in Germany too, but I think not so deep under it as it goes here. And if it snows, it's also not that high. Yeah.
Yeah?
Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I got 2 cats and 2 rabbits.
I've got a dog. It's a mix of Dachshund and Lab.
Do you like Doritos?
I'd say I never been there, I don't eat them.
I think they're not the worst, but also not the best.
That's funny. Both times question.
Yes.
What's your favorite food?
Here in America or in general?
In general.
Asian food, like noodles with any fish or meat, something like that.
Yeah, I like potatoes. Have you ever eaten Bratkartoffeln? That's really good. You should try them. Maybe we can show you pictures.
Yes.
Potatoes are, I don't expect what's very good.
Yeah, really good.
You should try them.
Add bacon.
What's your guys' favorite desserts in general?
Creme brulee, you know it? That's my favorite.
I don't know, I like ice.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah. Yeah?
Yes.
Is there a Taco Bell?
Yeah?
Do you guys have McDonald's?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have Chipotle there?
I don't think so, no.
How about what are the American fast food or American type restaurants that you do have in your town?
Then we have KFC, McDonald's,
Burger King.
Subway, Burger King. I
Um,
think that's pretty it.
that's it. Yeah?
Do they serve different things than they do here, like?
Yeah, and we have, of course, different bread. For example, in Subway, because German bread, you know. In Germany, we also don't have the quarter pounder. It's really sad. But I think, well, I don't know the rest. Yeah,
Have you been to any other countries?
yeah. Well, at least me, I've been to many countries in Europe.
Yeah, I think I've been from England, Switzerland, only in Europe, I think.
Do you guys celebrate the similar holidays, or does it depend?
Sorry, what?
Do you guys celebrate the holidays like we have?
Like Thanksgiving and no, we don't have Thanksgiving. We celebrate Christmas very big. Easter. That's also where we got our 3 weeks around Christmas. Christmas we have 2 free weeks around Easter, and then 6 weeks holidays in the summer, and in the fall 2 weeks again.
Anybody else?
I don't know, just some German bread and spider
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of German bread?
I don't know.
Or pastry?
I don't know how to say it, but können Sie Saftkorn Royal Barbarossa eingeben?
What?
Also getrennt Saftkorn, dann Royal und dann Barbarossa mit rein. That's it. Yeah.
You already ate lunch, right? Are you still hungry?
Yeah, we just had it.
Okay. Maybe we'll just take a couple more questions if there.
Yeah, a few more questions. What about activities? Sports?
I already answered.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah?
Do you have similar clothing brands in Germany?
Yeah, mostly.
Nice.
Yeah?
No.
What's the most popular sport in Germany?
Soccer.
Oh,
Really great.
It's not good. You already covered that.
It's not.
There they are. Did any of you watch the World Cup this summer?
No.
Maybe, Niels, you talked about what it was like in Germany during the World Cup and when Germany won, what the atmosphere was like.
A few friends were in my house and we watched the final together, and first of all when Götze scored the 1-0, we all just freaked out because we knew we would win. And after the game was over, we just went on the streets and there were so many people and we all celebrated together and everybody was happy. It was really nice.
But it was kind of hard to celebrate because the next day we gotta go to school and everybody was tired in there. That was fun.
So where would you go if you were in Mainz and you came out to celebrate? Because some cities have a good area where everyone gathers.
Well, like on Carnival or when we won the World Cup, there was just everywhere
Okay.
people and party. But if not, if you just want to go have fun, there are like clubs or
Yeah.
Oh, next to Rhine. That's a very popular place. Especially in summer. Yeah.
I'm going back to food. What's your guys' favorite meal in Germany?
yeah, I actually those noodles with stuff because I've got a very good Asian restaurant in town and I eat there like twice a week. Yeah. Oh, you
I don't know.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is like the most popular car in Germany?
The Volkswagen Golf.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, it's the most driven car, but it's not the one which is the most. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right, we have to get going pretty quickly, so if there are one last question or if anyone has. Okay.
Okay, so what do you say?
I'm sure. Tell them good job speaking English the whole time, yeah? Do you think after studying German for a few more years, you all can give a presentation about America and your town and your school? Yeah. This is our goal. Yeah, this is your goal, that you can go and present in German to German class, and they can learn all about where you live and what you like.